When I lost my sight in 2010, it was like everyone just, just written me off. If you're confident enough, there's nothing that can actually break your spirit. And then if you walk tall every now and then people will respect you and for who you are. I realized that when I was about 4 or 5, between there, I couldn't see with my right eye. It was totally blinded, and I started asking everyone around, even my grandparents, if they could see with both eyes, and they said yes. And I couldn't write properly, and within the lines, I would write across the lines, and then there was a cross-line book for mathematics that I couldn't write within those small squares, and it was really challenging. Even some of my teachers, they used to say, I'm very lazy, I don't want to do schoolwork because I can play, I can ride a bicycle, not understanding that I can do all those things. But for me to see, things that are written with very fine print, I can't see that. Yeah.
Joseph is such an inspiration. Joseph started his training about 2 years ago. He's the first blind barista in the world. He was trained by Truth in Cape Town, and he was the first blind person that they also trained. So it was a long journey, getting everything in place, trying new things for Joseph and for Truth as well.
The most difficult part for me, it was frothing the milk, because you have to listen to what you call paper tearing sounds in order to be sure that when you froth the milk, it's properly frothed. And also pouring the espresso, when you run the espresso into a cup, I had to count like 20 seconds for me to be able to know that the espresso is the right amount in the cup.
And if you just watch Joseph in action, you can see that he's so proud of what he has achieved, because he's a pioneer. He's a pioneer in South Africa now, breaking ground for blind people and so on. And we would like to see more of them being trained like that and so on, and sent out throughout South Africa, where blind persons can have meaningful employment also as blind barista.
Every morning, the first thing I think about my clients, and then I have to perfect each and every single cup of coffee that I make from the morning until I knock off in the evening, yes.
Okay, so the Blindiana Barista was started about 2 years ago. Initially it was a museum, so we decided to couple it with a coffee shop as well. And by doing that, we could get more people into the coffee shop itself and raise more awareness for the things that we have and the services that we render.
Everything that you see in the shop was made by blind persons and so on in our production units. And we're so proud of that because it's of a very high quality.
Career possibilities was also always very limited for our visually impaired. And now it shows, and Joseph was the pioneer in that a job can be done by a blind person also. It doesn't matter what your impairment is, there's always a way that you can look for new career paths.
Then you might end up burning yourself with coffee or breaking the cups, and then that might also make you lose confidence. But because I'm determined and focused all the time, and I work very hard, and whenever I come across the challenges, that's the more I rise up to the occasion.
And now he's the first blind barista in the world. And Joseph makes cappuccinos, lattes, espresso, anything that you would like to order, Joseph can make for you.